Half the matches, twice the pain.
Oh! There goes the cake.
The round of 32 was brutal, twice the pain, but it's not going to stop.
That's a dead tree. Natalia, the pole dancer.
Brutal.
Dead.
Twice. 6 from Ariel, 6 from G-Man, 4 from the Big O. But only 8 will get a hype video.
I mean, he has 5 songs. Now he has 4 songs.
No, this is double skulls and the push. Oh, no, what are you gonna do?
What the
All up 5. There he goes. And he won a 90!
Oh, strike me down with it. He's injured.
Oh, double skulls! No!
That's not how you do it!
What the hell is going on?
I'm not late, you're late. Hello everyone, welcome along to round of 16 action here. Getting a bit tense now, isn't it? I have the Wonder Twins with me.
Both of them.
Indeed.
Who are sort of being interrupted by their own subscription here.
No.
I figured there was a time to do it.
Cheers, Shadora.
I'm already subbed, I think.
Oh, I see how it is.
How are you doing, gentlemen? You alright?
Yeah, I just got off work, grabbed a beer, no dinner. Let's do this.
Beer. Also.
Beer is good. As is REBBL round of 16 playoff action, I find.
It's pretty exciting.
REBBL playoffs in general.
Necronomics, they're kind of a thing. Former champions. Not looking too bad, are they?
Once again, we have gross wolves, as is the tradition with necro teams.
Hasn't really paid his golem tax, though, has he?
Maybe that'll catch up to him.
Hasn't yet, though.
They're
tax
quite
man
good.
always comes.
Yeah, no, they are quite good, Frank and Turnkenstein there. Although Armor 8 on one of them could be a factor.
That's true. But block, guard, stand firm, grab, tackle. That's a really annoying piece to try with.
It is, yeah. It's a good old team, this one. And they're up against TARDIS tonight.
Wizards. Also with some pretty gross players, if I recall correctly.
The trolls are singing again. It's kind of a thing. But I also missed who that was. But anyway, let's talk about TARDIS, because TARDIS are... well, I gotta be honest, I don't think many people expect them to get this far.
Singe.
I was Singe. Thank you, Singe. Was that a tier 2 as well? He's got the troll palm. My god. That makes him the second ever person to subscribe at that tier. Singe, thank you very, very much. But we are distracting from what we're talking about here. Which I'm trying to find this bloody lizard team. There they are.
Yeah, you and me both.
Second page, top right. So, TARDIS sort of got wrecked a bit in their first game against Hinders. And then played against Nurgle. And I'm going to be honest, I think everyone expected them to take a bit of a pounding there. And yet here they are.
There's a couple lower skilled Saurus that you can see are probably victims of previous games. But the ones that are alive are still pretty good. And those skinks are something to behold.
Captain Jack Harkness is certainly a thing, isn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, he is rocks, but better. That's disgusting.
Yeah, as we've seen, as long as skinks like that live, the game is never over.
Yep. I have an Agi4, Blodge, Step, Skink, and I've joked that it would be lovely if he rolled plus strength, but here he is, in the flesh.
There we go. Lord RK, Gerber, who of course we can already spoil because the match happened like days ago, is our first quarterfinal coach. Getting a hype video. I'm sure he's excited. I've got some ideas, is all I'm going to say. But yeah, he's saying
Oracle
that,
work.
Indeed. He's saying that Nurgle had no claw, so it was actually not too bad a matchup for Miraskadu.
You know who does have claw? Werewolves.
Those are goddamn wolves.
Indeed, they do. So, is this game live?
It is.
There we go.
They are setting up currently.
Well, let's get into it. Predictions, gentlemen. What are we thinking?
It's hard to vote against Horney Cricket and those Wolves, and also his vast playoff experience. But like we said, it's difficult to count out Lizards when they have players like that still alive. I think the first half of this match is going to be incredibly critical.
Well, the Lizards have a wizard, which is
and a
nice,
babe,
because that rhymes. But yeah, you're right. They have a babe too. But they will be kicking first. No bench either, and 2 on the bench for Horney Cricket.
I'm
This
just
is a matchup
disappointed
that-
there isn't a Blizzard, because then we could have a Lizard Wizard and a Blizzard.
This is a matchup that traditionally Lizards struggle with. Obviously, Necro are tough to handle. They can create a man advantage pretty easily, and I expect that, yeah, if some early Kazes could really swing this match.
The Trolls are going absolutely berserk tonight. Purple Saber with another tier 1 sub. Thank you very much, Purple Saber. Pleasure to have you here. Hope you're doing alright. This has been quite a start. I've rushed in and sat down and had 3 subs already, so happy days. And I've got the Wonder Twins with me. What's not to like?
What could be better? Oh, high kick.
Well, the high kick's kind of boring.
Yeah,
But
Not
that
a
wolf, Horny Soul, as you
safely
fall,
with the ball.
snatches the ball, yeah. And we'll see if these 2 Saurus, Oswin Oswald and Nardole here, can't survive these initial hits.
Well, one of them is going to get, or somebody at least is going to get hit by Hate My Hair.
I'm surprised he moved the dirty player. I expected him to foul with it this turn.
It's a nasty, nasty piece, is Hate My Hair. He is niggled, but he is also 252 SPP, so there is that.
That's such a target.
Strength
Probably
4
wouldn't
Wrestle
keep
Tackle
him
Ghoul.
around.
You know, just because.
Yeah, why not? He's like fully embraced the TV here. This Necro team.
Value, you can't blame him.
Yeah, for sure. Looks like we're going to be hitting the Crocs.
Well, high value target. It is block. It's not block. The block's the player behind it. It's, of course, the 5th Doctor. We had to replace the other one. He got killed by Slibley.
With his positioning, he can push it in the stand for him to keep him there.
You will see this a lot from Horny Cricket.
The
I imagine he's
anti-frenzy
setting up-
trap.
He's setting up for a massive foul on this Crocs if the armor doesn't break.
It did.
No, just as,
He might pile on that, you know.
of course. Pile on. Why wouldn't the wolf have pile on?
Nope. Now you foul it. No, you don't. It's stunned.
No, you don't.
I just want to see more violence.
Gerber and Tino. I had to change my my settings because I may or may not have been making hype vids. And that means that animations are always set to always on. And you can always tell because I forget to turn them off again afterwards. Oops.
Spoilers.
I was going to say, giving away your secrets.
Here comes a blitz from the white. It is Mighty Blow tackle, and that won't be good enough.
Not getting anything on Rose Tyler. She's too strong. It must be said, that is an excellent Zorus.
It is.
Yeah. Break, tackle, and dodge. Block, mighty blow, guard. It's a mobile guard piece that's also capable of hitting stuff, not getting knocked over, and mighty blow to top it all.
If you're Miraskadu right now, what do you target? What do you hit first?
If you can hit something here, he's done a good job protecting the AV8 flesh golem, which is obviously a good target. In fact, I don't think you have a good hit on anything other than all.
No, the only
zombies, isn't
zombies. Yeah. I mean, I think you take a zombie hit and hope, because every removed player is still a removed player, regardless of what it is. Obviously, higher target things are better, but if you remove zombies, you can get to the higher value targets eventually.
Yeah, one of the weaknesses of Necro is definitely that if you remove a couple of zombies, their positionals become very exposed.
So yeah, I would expect, if I was Miraskadu here, I'd probably hit a zombie and then engage Wall of Lizard Flesh, like defense mode, lizard screen.
Yeah, he's got a chain push if he wants it here to get the white at least off of the lizard that just stood up, which could save him a mighty blow hit next turn.
Gonna blitz the flesh golem. And we're gonna knock over Frank. Juggernaut doing his job.
It is mighty blow. Looking for a lucky Kaz here. Or a lucky armor breaker.
He is, you know.
He gets one. Oh, just a second.
It's still a reasonable stun. I mean, you're down one guard piece, and that's one less piece. Yeah, and that's one less piece to protect the white or the ghoul or the werewolf next turn, unless Horney Cricket doesn't make any forward progress, and then Miraskadu is okay with that, I think. And as Horny Cricket, your turn comes down to who can I hit with Hate My Hair? And is it a Saurus?
I mean, it better be a Saurus, but doesn't have a good target this turn, it must be said. Oh, and he's sacrificing a state.
Ooh, hang on.
1 and 9.
That wasn't the one, was it? I've literally just caught up on the other playoff results from tonight. That was a thing.
It was a quick game.
Was he considering fouling that wolf and trying to get assists with a skink?
He may have been.
He might have been. That would have been ambitious.
Nope.
Yeah.
Here comes that mighty blow hit we discussed.
Bonk. He's okay.
Maybe 9 sometimes is a thing. He in fact rolled an 8, 1 short. Another mighty blow hit.
Good news is, now we can foul the absolute living daylights out of that Crocs if we want to.
Yeah, this is actually a fairly good value foul.
Yes. Also because it's pretty bad if he stands up from this position.
And we have the dirty player available to do that. I think the question is first, what do you do with the wolves? You probably want to blitz, utilize that claw, and then foul afterwards. But what sort of blitz do you have available with that werewolf right now? And the answer is not a whole lot.
No, you're going to frenzy trap yourself up against that first one.
Yep.
Go back. How do I mod people? I don't know how to do that.
Should be able to click on their name, and then as the host streamer, you can there's little buttons underneath it where you can press, give them mod or whatever.
Ah, yes. There you go.
And then they are capable of, timing out or banning or deleting messages or what have you.
The things you learn.
Are we going in for a werewolf blitz on Rose Tyler here?
It's almost as if I stream sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, I do stream occasionally. Doesn't mean I know what I'm doing.
Fair enough.
Pretty aggressive.
This is not a foul.
It is not.
No, it's not. And it's a pretty aggressive move forward. I'm surprised.
I'm surprised you dedicated those players and then it didn't foul with it, because now we're going to have a Crocs tying up.
I see what we're doing here.
Yeah, this is what I figured. But that's not a good result. That needs a reroll.
Froze it.
You could knock this open and get a blitz on the ball here.
Yeah, you're leaving your cage in contact with some Saurus, certainly.
Yes.
Saurus walks off the zombie and has an easy 2-die blitz.
Because there's a break tackle Saurus knocking around here.
Mm-hmm.
There is. This is a very exposed ball.
Yeah, you knock down that zombie and then you have a 2+ sort of reroll.
You need to bring in some assists, but you've got free skinks for that. You don't mind.
There's a free Saurus as well, the frenzy one on the far side.
It's true. He can make it.
Not to the ball, but he can make it to be an assist.
He can make it to an assist on the zombie, yeah.
Well,
I mean, you're going to hit with this break tackle juggernaut one with tackle.
Yes.
you only need one assist because it's the guard from the white is essentially an assist anyway, and the other two players here don't have guards, so that skink is actually doing a great job cancelling them out.
Best skink.
Yes. So it's currently sort of strength 4-on-4 effectively.
This
with
is
that
exactly
guard.
what Miraskadu needs, though, is a lucky turnover to put Horney Cricket on the back foot so that he's not getting those, tasty wolf blitzes every turn to create the attrition.
The other thing to remember is that Miraskadu does have a wizard, so if you can get a an early turnover,
That was the player I expected to be doing the blitz. I'm a little surprised by this.
I was going to say, if Miraskadu can get an early turnover and then he doesn't have to use necessarily the wizard in the first part of the defensive drive, that's a pretty big win.
If that player's not going for the ball, who is?
Has he somehow not seen this?
The strength skink.
He's just gonna put diving tackle on the ball.
Well, Captain Jack has knocked out a zombie.
That's
I
not.
would like a Captain Jack.
It's not what you expect to happen.
It's not really what we had in mind there, though, is it?
No, I mean, this was a good hit on the ball. I mean, this isn't a terrible result, but you had a better option here.
How often do you see a skink blitz into a zombie knockout, though? I like it.
Rox has a Kaz, man.
130's here, and he's pointed out that zombie was his dead Saurus.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, hello.
Oh, maybe he was prioritizing a
I
hit
see,
on this
yeah.
niggled wolf. That could have been the case, but
He cares less about the score and more about trying to remove Hate My Hair, I guess.
Horney Cricket may actually be required to try to score the next turn here.
Yeah.
would be a huge win for the Lizards. I mean, I imagine this dirty player, or this diving tackle skink, rather, is going to go on the ball to at least make this a little more annoying.
Yeah, I guess there were kind of two options there. You could have gone for the early turnover, or you could have focused on getting damage on... Because that was probably one of the few opportunities he's going to get a free hit on Hate My Hair. So I think he wanted to just take it, especially since it was the Mighty Blowsaurus.
Yeah, I mean, there's some merit in that, for sure.
At the
I
same
like turning
time,
over.
we did give up a fairly clear shot at blitzing the ball with a 2 dice.
Yes, and I mean, this is playoffs. Turns out turning over and getting an easy score on your opponent's drive kind of helps you win games.
So does removing that ridiculous wolf, though.
It's true.
But
he
it
did
is
not.
honestly kind of a long shot. I mean, he is niggled, right? Yeah. But
I
you
mean,
still need to
still,
break armor, and you still
yeah.
need to get ideally more than a knockout.
It was not a likely result. It was not an unlikely one, but it wasn't the likely result. Yeah, I agree. Full Metal, I think it might have been a bit of a tunnel vision thing. I mean, it happens to the best of us.
And the worst of us, and everybody, really.
It's not the point of that statement. But...
So? I don't care what the point of your statement
Ooh,
is.
double GFIs. Marking up the likely player to clear the ball off. Though that skink does not have sidestep, so
He's going to
all he
GFI
needs
this
to
lizard
push.
on the ball as well.
That's 2 GFIs.
I believe.
Lizard GFIs never go wrong.
Do it.
You're right, they don't.
Perfect. That makes the it makes his score much more difficult unless
I mean, this is fairly likely to result in a turnover. No easy way to clear off this diving tackle.
yeah, and if you want to get out, otherwise you're gonna have to dodge, and those dodges are basically 6s with that diving tackle, because if you dodge backwards, you don't have the movement to make it to the end zone anymore.
So what he wants to do is clear off Rose Tyler so he can get a good blitz angle on... Oh no, he can blitz in here. But there's 2 guard here. 2 guards, so that's a bit of a problem.
Remember, it's a strength 4 ghoul, but at the same time, you might have the option of putting the ghoul in the end zone and trying the pass play.
Strength
can
4
get-
Ghoul, though, is still only a 1 die on this skink. Though it is
So-
with wrestle tackle, so...
If you can get the white, if you can get an assist on Rose Tyler somehow, and then use the white to block Rose Tyler and follow up, you have a guard to assist on that skink, and you can blitz the wolf through it.
I mean, he's got a spare zombie that he can use to set up a chain push to get this diving tackle skink away. It's not sidestep. But
That
he
is
would
true.
probably... He needs to dodge out this white with guard to go and assist the white, the ghoul block. This is a tough spot.
It is, yeah. It's true. He should just pretend that diving tackle doesn't exist and dodge out. He'll make it 100% of the time. This is my experience with diving tackle skinks.
Yeah, if you forget about diving tackle, it doesn't work. It's like fairies or whatever. They only exist when you believe in them. I don't know.
Yep. I mean, my opponent in the minors playoffs made a 6+ orc dodge.
Well, this is the chain push play.
It is, yeah.
But right now, it's still not great.
He needs the assist, right? This is a red die? Yeah, red
This skink here in the backfield, making these really, really awkward. It's cut off half the team here. Both flesh golems and the white are now totally cut adrift from the rest of the team.
Yeah, I was gonna say that failed 1 in 9 has turned out really well for him. This piece is incredibly irritating for Horney Cricket's positioning. It's a really smart placement.
Are you saying that Rory Williams is incredibly irritating?
I mean, that is
Because I feel like a lot of
correct
people would agree with you.
That is correct on basically every possible level.
Taking a block here, and we just about find the knockdown on Osman Oswald.
The only rookie skink.
And this is where
Or
it's
Source,
not
I should say.
having so many people dedicated to around the Crocs is surprisingly annoying. You'd
Two
really like to have
dice
that
red
white.
hit. Well, okay, wow.
Ooh, that doesn't work.
I'm trying to
This
get my
is-
words out. That actually doesn't chain push the diving tackle away, does it?
No, this is a huge problem.
I mean, it doesn't turn over, but
No, but you have diving tackle on the ball still, and now you have no way to get rid of it.
I mean, there's no assist anymore, right? So you could blitz with the ball carrying wolf.
Yes, but it's frenzy, so you're gonna follow up. I mean, you have dodge and agi 4. It's not that bad.
Yeah, and if
Two
you
guys
actually
into one.
yeah, and if you can do that, and then if you push him directly back into that square, and then like straight diagonal, and then if you get the knockdown on the second hit, there are 0 things in the way of scoring.
Yeah, I
Dodge,
think you
fail,
Oh.
snakes it.
didn't even need diving tackle. Damn.
I don't know if I would have tried the.
No, I would have
dodge
gone for the
against diving
blitz.
tackle.
The blitz score. I think that was the most likely play here. This is terrible for Horney Cricket.
I mean, the good news is the Agi Skinks are like slightly farther away from the ball, so
Well-
if they pick it up, they're not going to.
Both
far.
werewolves are on the floor.
That is the terrible part.
If I asked you to foul one right now, which one?
Niggled.
Hate my hair. He's niggled, and he's also like more likely to be killing your
A
players.
little more difficult to get assists on now, isn't he?
Yeah, that's true. But he's so much more valuable. Like even just dropping them to one wolf is a really big deal because he's going to want to carry probably on one of those wolves and blitz with the other one. And if there's only one, you have to choose between those two things.
So this
then-
way you have a player on the ball now. You can block with Rose Tyler on this white, and then you can just bring a couple skinks down. This is a pretty reasonable foul.
Thing is, I don't actually hate the foul on the designated ball carrier because that would set up a scenario where either the killer werewolf has to be the ball carrier, one of the whites has to be the ball carrier, which means you remove a guard stand firm piece, or the strength 4 wrestle tackle ghoul has to be the ball carrier.
Oh, he's got dodge and strength 4. He'll be fine. What is wrestle? It'll be... What could go wrong?
Yeah, either one is fine. They both have their advantages, I think. I think I like fouling the niggle one more, if only for the reason that there's a niggle, and it's more likely to have him out for the rest of the game.
Yeah, I mean, I think because Lizards are happier to play the pitch control game, so as long as they're in little danger of receiving serious damage, they'd rather that than they can deal with a good ball carrier easier than they can deal with a killer wolf.
Captain Jack has the ball, and Captain Jack is potentially away right now.
Yeah, the Necro are pretty well tied up here.
You might be able to free up this flesh golem who is technically in range.
Technically.
That's not good enough, but I don't think you'll stand firm here. I'm wrong.
Okay.
I would have considered committing a reroll to that. This is a really good opportunity to get rid of a piece. And he's got 3.
What it has done is wiped out a potential assist on that ball carrier foul. If we were planning that. But again, this skink is really, really well positioned, and I don't really want to give it up to go fouling things.
Yeah, it also kind of makes the foul on Hit My Hair more difficult too, having that white there.
This could help.
It could.
Oh, hello.
Looks, I imagine we're stomping on that wolf then.
What gave you that impression?
Dodging the skink through a bunch of tackle zones solely to base up the wolf on the floor? Your sarcasm is lost on me.
And the position of that skink is really good as well, because if he does try to blitz in with this flesh golem, it is now only a 1-die, because strength 3 skinks are cheating.
Skinks are cheating in general.
This is a very, very good start for Miraskadu.
Oh,
I take it back.
Good thing he still had the reroll.
I mean, I don't know that he needed to bring this player over here.
No. I suppose that's true.
Right now, I don't even activate the Kroxigor. Just leave him where he is.
No.
Ooh, a second GFI was brave.
That made my heart, like, hurt a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, it's not even to bring guard in. Like, I don't think that was necessary. You're not making this position significantly stronger by doing that. Yeah, you don't activate the Kroxigor.
No. Well, you don't do anything.
It also doesn't foul.
Which I can understand.
People were
I
saying
guess.
no bench, no foul. While I would agree with that in principle, I would take a rookie skink.
Look at the state of that thing. Now that gets rid of the Kroxigor, and it's the Flesh Golem Blitz that's the issue here.
Yeah, but it's a red die now, so...
It's also 2 GFIs.
That's a stone. He might pile on that, you know.
Oh yeah, every day. That's one of the plus agi skinks.
Oh no.
Oh.
That's his best one-turner, gone.
That's
Smith. Now, does he Appo the skink?
In this position?
It's a skink.
No.
I was gonna say, in this position I wouldn't. If he was losing, maybe.
That's a big removal, right? Like we said, as long as there are agi skinks on the field, anything can happen, and that's one of 2 that are no longer going to be on the fields. 1 to go.
Yeah.
Well, he's now got a 1 dice on a Blodge Stepper with a Flesh Golem that does have tackle.
That's true. And even if the GFIs work at least, then, and even if you don't manage to knock over the skink, you still have a, block, guard, stand firm, tackle piece in the way.
You could dodge I was gonna say you could dodge the white out for a guard, but he fails the dodge.
It's worth noting that the Flesh Golem has grab, so the sidestep doesn't matter.
Grab doesn't work on a Blitz.
Oh, right. Correct.
Reroll's gone, and we do need 2 GFIs here.
But now it is a 2-die with tackle.
This could all go wrong.
Oh no, on a blitz it cancels its sidestep still.
It does,
And he does not get it.
You can't put it where you want to or whatever, but you can still cancel its sidestep with it. Not that it matters. It was irrelevant.
I mean, I don't really see what difference the sidestep was going to make anyway.
No, but I just wanted to point out that was a thing, because I don't see that very often.
I mean, you could take the diagonal to be on the sideline and therefore just 1 square closer to the end zone to run away, but this is a pretty easy runaway as is.
I mean, currently Captain Jack's 2+ away from just running completely downfield. The 5th Doctor has boneheaded over there. But realistically, I would target the white, because you can run out of range of the Flesh Golem.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you don't really care about committing the reroll if tackle happens to be a thing.
Well, realistically, with GFIs, you can run out of range of the white as well.
But he does use Juggernaut to get stand firm out of the question.
The wolf and ghoul are both tied up and on the other side of the field, and those are kind of the 2 things that are capable of catching up with the skink.
The wolf does have jump up though, so he can clear off this skink who is just a rookie with his zombie, and then run the wolf out.
That's true.
But he's not going to be able to physically catch the skink before the skink can score.
Away goes Captain Jack.
Here.
Right now, 2 GFIs would get him out of range of the white.
He does have sure feet. Is he feeling brave?
It'd also get him out of range of the wolf, for what
1 is good.
it's worth.
2 is good.
He is out of range of Hate My Hair too, you are correct. Which means he's in a very strong position right now. So the Flesh Golem can't get there either. That does actually essentially guarantee the score, unless we stick a mark on him.
Yeah, I mean, we can roll a bunch of dice and get a mark on him and then hope for a 1 in 36.
We're going to see a mighty blow hit on the carrier as well. And on the ghoul. Or no, not a... Oh, you might see a surf on the ghoul.
We can see, we can surf the ghoul.
That is a POW. On Horny Soul.
Had tackle, but didn't need it. No, he's fine. This is a 1 die into a 1 die for the surf, though. You can dodge out this skink.
If he followed, couldn't he have made assists there?
He could have followed and made assists there, yeah.
I guess he was more concerned with tying up this white, but I don't know why. Oh no, the white's already tied up.
We've seen Horny Cricket take on lizards in the playoffs before. That's a 1 dice POW. On the bull. Formerly of Chabzu's team.
Also, if he sidestepped behind the ghoul, wouldn't that have prevented the surf, essentially?
Yes. So, mistakes from both players, but kind of cancel each other out in this case.
Yeah, somehow I don't think that ghoul is going to get surfed anymore. You could dodge out a skink to use the skink for it, if you'd like.
You have to make 2 dodges.
Oh, we can just POW a Flesh Golem who's armor 8 and fail to do anything to him.
Armor 8 is basically armor 9. It's only 1 away. What's the difference?
1 dice skull.
Do you
No,
this?
no, I don't think you do.
No, because you're going into frenzy.
I'm
He
wrong.
disagrees. Well, he really wants this. It's a huge amount
Where
of...
it's a POW, and Grand Pappy is in the crowd, and he's fine.
I don't know if that was worth the reroll.
I mean, if you'd gotten an injury there, you'd feel pretty good about it. It's a lot of field presence
Yeah,
lost.
and I suppose freeing up the ghoul for free is also not amazing.
I mean, the ghoul can't do anything.
Well, I suppose. But the ghoul is tackle, strength, dodge. It's not likely to be relevant, I suppose, at this point.
Skink dodge has failed.
Tackle. And no more reroll, because we used it on the ghoul.
Donk is KO'd.
Technically, I think you could chain push the white into range. Hear me out. It's gone. I think you could have used the Flesh Golem to grab the Saurus into this spot here, and you could have used a jump up block from the white to then chain push from the werewolf, to chain push that white into range. You would have just needed some dodges from these players up here to fill the gaps.
That would have been... I mean, yeah, that's your only realistic way of getting this done.
He's going to mark the skink with 2 GFIs, I would imagine, but that's still just a 2+ from victory.
Well, he's going to just try and hit the diving tackle instead. We're going for damage at this point. Mighty
Also
blow.
a reasonable play.
On a skink finds a stun.
You're more likely to get damage than you are to stop this score, so maybe you just take damage, go for the attrition, and hopefully make it really easy for you to run over the lizards later, but stun is not what you're looking for when you're playing for attrition.
Do you 4+ dodge to foul that Saurus as niggled? This tells me yes.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of signs pointing to yes.
All signs point to yes. Ask again later.
No, you don't even bother the dirty player.
Reassist foul.
Dong.
KO. Rewarded. And not sent off.
And it was the niggle what did it.
It was the niggle what did it.
One of these days I'll learn what the injury D6 mean so that I can know when niggles do things.
There is 1 Bloodweiser Babe for Miraskadu in this game. And, well, hey-ho, the zombie dodge failed. Used to be an elf, him. Not anymore.
Lost a
It's
bit of
harder to
agility
be an
on the way.
elf.
He rolled
it's
a
hard
1.
to be an elf in a
Even
mostly
as an
roll.
elf, he would have failed that. If you're Miraskadu now, do you just run this in, take your 1-0 lead, we still have the wizard, and
I
work
think
it
you
out from
take.
there?
I would take the mighty blow hit on the werewolf. I think you could.
That's what
Even
the
make it,
positioning with Hate My Hair was for, right? He can reach literally anywhere in this entire half now. So he's like, all right, Miraskadu, you better score now, or I'm going to punch stuff, and there's nothing you can do about it. So he's at least mitigating that a little bit. And
You can't make
forcing
it a
score.
3 die on Horny Soul, from what I can see. But I think you still take it.
Yeah, Miraskadu was
mighty blow.
he defended the initial drive very, very well. Must be said. But it was I think it was initially the werewolf essentially 1-9ing that block on the Saurus, applying it both down. That meant the Saurus was based up against the cage. That was not what Horny Cricket wanted at all. And he has been punished for it. Considerably.
He could have surfed the wolf, it's true. With 2 guard pieces here, it
oh yeah,
would have been a 2 die into a 2 die to surf the wolf.
I was going to say
sidestep.
there.
Never mind, sidestep.
Well,
Disregard.
actually, his own skink on the floor meant it might not have been impossible.
No, I kind of negated it because there was the 2 guard pieces right next to him that would have made the follow-ups hard, but I forgot that there were 2 guards Saurus also available.
Captain Jack Harkness is going to score.
You're stunting on my hair a bit.
TARDIS have the lead, and they still have a wizard, and they still have their own drive to come.
And no
It's a
one's
good
dead
position.
yet. That's it's a pretty surprising result for the end of this half.
You would
Yet.
take it, wouldn't you?
I would have liked it in my Necro game, yeah.
Knockout zombie
And got the-
remains knocked out.
Well, both KOs for the Lizards back, though.
So far, so good for the Big O. I'm sure they won't mention it.
Never. Australians? I'd never do something like that. What are you talking about?
So, we very much need a 3-turn here, if we are Necronomics. And even that comes with the risk of a 1-turn before half-time from Miraskadu.
Though he did badly hurt the best one-turning skink. so
Slightly
that
less
does
likely
help.
with the without the movement 9, but still possible.
The Lizard one-turn is very possible, but though he is trying to 3-turn against a Lightning Bolt, which is challenging. Even with movement 8 werewolves.
Hey, could be a fireball.
Could be, but it won't be.
I was hoping you'd take the bait harder than that. I just wanted people to start yelling about fireballs again.
I hate fireballs.
It's worth remembering, is it not, that a lot of people wrote off TARDIS after that first game against Hindus in the round of 64. Where, yeah, he won, but by God did he take a beating. And yet, still going very, very strong indeed, this Lizard team.
Well, this screams 2-turn to me.
It also screams we're going to target that Saurus with our horrible, horrible werewolf.
No, I think they're just going to hang out.
They want to give him a high five with claw. Seems alright.
Here goes Hate My Hat.
Block 1.
Finds the knockdown.
He is putting himself on dive and tackle again, but
Claw.
he'll probably just jump on this.
I would imagine
will.
so. Considering
has-
it's a stun.
Used Mighty Blow, though.
Nope.
Nothing doing.
Good dice.
Engineer gift.
What has happened so far, asks Iron Master. Well, Miraskadu was turned over without using the wizard and scored. So that's the thing.
I don't like that fallout.
Now he wants to hit the Kroxigor. Now he's
I
got
see.
both Golem guards in play.
He's gonna have to plug the gap with this.
If
Fend
the
ghoul,
hit,
or,
if he doesn't knock over the Crocs, though, it's kind of bad.
Ball is in the hands of Horny So.
I suppose worst case, they're only stuck there for like 2 turns, but it's all of your guard pieces, or most of them. Again, it's a rookie Crocs. You're fairly likely to knock it over. And you do have the dirty player. Never mind.
Well, we're going to opt for the 2 dice over the 1 dice into the foul option.
Yes. That's probably what I would do too. Does find the knockdown, so he's not going to have 2 of those guard players stuck up next turn at least. Or one of them.
The follow was smart, yeah.
Yeah.
The 5th Doctor is fine.
On his feet again.
Yeah, tell me about it, Ornan.
So the ball is deep in the backfield. It's not going to be under any pressure from any skinks in a hurry.
No, I don't think any of them can actually reach.
Nope, he stated he can't even be marked with 2 GFIs. I already checked.
Well, aren't you ahead of the game, Mr. Smarty
Oh,
Pants?
it's almost like I'm casting it.
There are 2 ghouls in scoring range with GFIs, 1 GFI apiece. The white can't make it. The werewolf can't make it, even though he's on the floor and has jump up. Can you find enough assists to bring down... Well, no. Talking nonsense here. That'll bring him down anyway.
Yeah, that's true. Or not.
Juggernaut cancelled wrestle.
Right.
Oh yes, right. I was like, what interaction was that?
Is what happened there.
I forgot that it worked quite that way.
So that was a good result in that case.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Juggernaut is
didn't
an
realize that
underrated
you could
skill.
elect to use the canceling wrestle, but not the it applies as a push.
I mean, Juggernaut's a good skill.
It is.
I'm realizing this. Yes. So he is just going to block off the only scoring threat.
Well, the ghoul is a scoring. The other ghoul is a scoring threat.
Yes, which is why he's blocking him off right now.
He's not blocking him. He can't. Use the right words.
He's marking him.
There you go.
Come to Nova Scotia and slap your ass.
You two okay?
Good. Then you'll at least come visit me.
Well, I'm learning things today. Thanks, Metal.
I don't think Miraskadu will be too unhappy with the situation at all here.
No.
I'd expect
pretty
him to throw
good.
diving tackle on this ghoul, and then hopefully he doesn't overcommit, or else the werewolf might swing the other side.
Yeah, there's only one scoring threat, and it's not amazing. And he's up 1-0 in his opponent's drive. Still has the wizard. Like in general, I think you're pretty happy. Nobody's dead yet. I think you're pretty happy as lizards here.
I guess the interesting thing is, obviously next turn Horny Cricket needs a scoring threat somewhere. And we're about to put dive and tackle on the, well, not on, but near the primary threat.
At least in the way, yeah. And the ghoul is not going to be able to really want to blitz himself free because wrestle kind of ruins your chances of
Having
scoring.
said that, there's a mighty blow tackle white who's free.
That's true. We do have that option to hit this kink.
Kind of just remove that threat.
Got to do something, but it's not easy to get something on that piece with the downed player wall in the way.
I think the werewolf himself is technically still a scoring threat if he double GFIs every turn.
He'd also have to dodge.
I meant the werewolf in the backfield.
Oh, yes, right. There are more than one turns left, that is true.
I think Cricket will just take the white blitz on the skink here. He's exposed a skilled skink. I think he'll just run around and take that hit.
I mean, I would. Hunting skinks is how you, like, eventually win this matchup.
That's one of the ways.
Yeah, the other way is just kill the Saurus with Claw, but that hasn't worked yet.
Nope, they've been very resilient to the claw palm.
Oh no, we're going to go with the werewolf. Also,
I mean,
good.
also tackle Mighty Blow, so yeah.
Also now a scoring threat.
Knocks over the skink. Doesn't break armor.
Doesn't pile on.
And does not have dodge to get out of here easily.
It's okay, he's just gonna hit the Saurus.
Yeah, that ghoul is still a scoring threat on the next. Well, hold on.
You just push him off, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
You
And the
don't
werewolf
wrestle.
is a threat as well,
don't
too.
take away one of your only scoring threats. Oh, he follows, though. That's interesting.
Banking on using the werewolf, then, maybe?
Well, the white can also move in to be a threat.
That's
And
true.
to screen off a bit, yeah, so this... Although
Where's
there's
the-
a diving tackle skink right there.
The Frenzy Saurus is pretty easy to free up. And we have guys 2 squares away from the side.
Yeah, he's going to take a 2 dice on the Kroxigor here with the flesh golem to free up another white. Pushes are good enough.
Sure are. Does free up a white, which is a guard piece and fairly significant.
I don't know what you do with him, though.
Well, you can put him in between the 2 ghouls, I think, and just assist against that frenzy hit. Of course, it's a strength 4 ghoul. He'll have guard next door. That'll make life fairly difficult for.
Do we consider the wizard at the end of the turn? Do you lightning bolt the ball carrying wolf?
Honestly, I don't think I'd wizard this half.
No, I don't think you need to.
I
Maybe
don't think I would, but it's something
If
to
you had
think
moved a
about.
scoring threat skink into the backfield, it might be worth it. But as is, I don't think it is.
We're in overtime format. You can save the wizard for the second half, and it's sort of there in case of emergency. If for whatever reason the game does go to overtime, hey presto, you've got a wizard.
Yeah, for him to have not needed it this half is
Huge?
quite good for Miraskadu.
That's one way of putting it. I would be a little more enthusiastic.
You are prone to hyperbole.
This is as enthusiastic as I get, though.
It's true.
Beep boop.
Where does that guard white go? Shaking cake here.
I think between the 2 ghouls is the most sensible place, yeah. Though I am a little worried we're going to see a surf on this white.
If you mark up the, if you put him between the guard piece between the 2 ghouls, it becomes more difficult to free up the Frenzy Saurus.
Oh, it's a scoring threat on the other side.
Oh, that's spicy.
Yeah, so now you can still free up the Frenzy Saurus and then use the guard, and you can surf the white with him, potentially.
That white is not... No, that white is stand firm. Yeah, you ain't gonna surf
Oh, he
him.
is. Never mind.
Could surf the wolf.
That's true.
Could definitely surf that wolf.
But we now have 4 scoring threats, potentially. One of them's easy to block down, but then there's 3 left, and you only have 1 blitz, so... you gotta pick and choose. How Miraskadu plays this should be interesting.
Yeah, and that is an Agi 4 wolf, so he's not afraid of making a pass if he needs to.
I mean, it's a 1 dice into a 1 dice, and we've seen how they can go wrong.
Nah, they're fine.
1 dices go wrong?
I don't understand.
Although he can actually block with Amy Pond, and that would bring a guard in to make it a 2 dice on the first hit.
Yep. Still into a 1 die, though. Nothing to do about that.
A niggled werewolf with pom. And
That's so
throw.
tempting.
And jump up.
But,
And tackle.
Like, Do
Do you
you just
prioritize that over denying the score? I mean,
well, the question
Wizards.
is, there you go.
now you do.
Yeah, I was going to say the question is like, do you just accept that he's going to score and just try to hit the wolf? But I guess you don't because you lightning bolt the ball carrying wolf.
Well, there's no armor break on Horny Soul. And that poses a little bit of a problem, actually.
It
he's
does
not
because you
jump
can
up.
still just pick it up.
Yeah, he could jump. He could pick it up and then pass, but it's not as easy now.
Could take a
he's-
one dice and then free up the Kroxigor and just run and grab the ball.
That's easy enough. Casual 5+ pickup.
I think he was
Kroxigor
trying to
scoring
free
threat.
up. I think he was trying to free up Rose Tyler to go mark the ball, but he made it worse in the end.
I mean, at some point, well, yeah, you can blitz off the zombie. I was going to say, and then you have a slightly easier path for that skink to make it towards the ball. Although,
Oh, he's not going anywhere near that werewolf. He's getting a skink free.
yeah, skink can grab the ball now.
Grab the ball, run to space, deny the potential score.
Difficult to run to space. You won't have a whole lot of movement left. You can't really get away from the wolf, but
You don't need to get very far to deny the score, though.
yeah, and you can also, like Herringswood said, free up the Crocs and just dump the Crocs on the wolf too.
It is a one dice to free up the Crocs, but I think that's worth it when you've got block.
Yeah, especially once if you've already got the ball in hand, or at least safe-ish.
I don't like that positioning.
No, that's a scoring threat. Captain Jack's going to come pick the ball up.
Oh, I see.
There are more than one skink.
How foolish of me.
Captain Jack doing Captain Jack things. One more GFI, I think.
He's got your feet. He hasn't used it yet.
Yeah, I think I would take it to make sure that I'm not based on the wolf. And do you have any other easy blocks? Well, stand up the guard source, at least. But I'd be looking to sort of like last action or last relevant action of the turn one die block.
I think the
Free up
plan
the
is
Crocs.
actually to break tackle out with that Saurus and maybe do a couple of GFIs. Here comes a mighty blow tackle hit on a ghoul. They never end
That's
well.
the thing.
Miss next game for Loom Loom.
Not the most important player, but a number advantage is a number advantage.
Well, and then like we've been saying, there's one less player who's got the speed. That's one less wrestle. You know, every positional you take out with Necro is huge. There's the break tackle.
Miraskadu is dominating this Blood Bowl match.
Yeah, it's hard to argue that. I feel like a lot of people are going to be regretting their tips. Goodbye, Saurus.
Do we reroll that? Yes, we do. We can still one dice to free it. Well, we can't actually free up the Crocs because he's stuck on the flesh column.
Oh yes. We have he can blitz the ball, like he can dodge out with dodge 2+, and then hit the skink with Horny Soul, but it like really needs to be a knockdown on attempt 1.
Wow, that's not a good hit on a skink. A 4 into a 4.
Skinks
No, it is
of
not.
Steel.
Because it's very frenzy trappy, and you have no way of mitigating that. But if you knock him down on the first try, you still have a chance to score here.
Question is, who do we knock him down with? How do we do this?
That is a good question. You can.
Does the ghoul have to come all the way around?
The ghoul can do it with 2 GFIs and a dodge.
He's going for it.
That answered that question.
Here's the first one, and here's the
That's
second one.
a fat pow on Captain Jack Harkness. Now we are in business.
We are, because we still have the other wolf capable of picking up the ball depending
Oh,
on
and
the
it's
speed.
injury.
Ooh.
Captain Jack is out. Do you appo that skink?
Oh, in a heartbeat.
It's a ski.
Go bear. He's appoed it.
It's a ski.
We can check off Apode Skink for the meme checklist. of the game.
Meme bingo.
Captain Jack will be back.
That's not a good scatter, though.
No. Well, he can take a GFI and then hit that Saurus with the flesh golem. He's got a spare zombie there. But there is still a chance Horney Cricket scores here.
Yeah, it's doable with the Agi Wolf, certainly. You take the GFI with the zombie and you hit with the Flesh Golem. Then it becomes an easier pickup for Horny Soul, who can then make a kind of annoying pass to a white.
Scatter it now.
Yeah, I think you scatter it and hope.
And hope it comes towards the end zone.
Just anywhere that's not in tackle zones really is good enough.
That wasn't really
bad.
it. Although technically it's the right side if you want to just grab it and dodge.
Yeah, I mean, it's still possible. He's got sure hands.
It would have been considerably worse if it was on the other side of the Saurus.
Hey, I mean, it's a 4+ rerollable, I guess.
5% of the time. Oh, there's a 1 on the first
one on
dodge.
the dodge.
Guys.
Sure Hands has failed. And Horny Cricket will not score.
Miraskadu is unlikely to do so as well.
It's worth noting that the Apod Skink is back in the game. He's not still out.
Well, I mean, he's on the sidelines, yes.
Well, yes. If there's one turn, he'll be back in the game in one turn.
Well, yeah, he was badly hurt. He was automatically going to be back.
That's
wanted
not
to
good
point it
enough to knock down Horny Soul, who has sidestep here. And sidesteps onto the ball.
Yeah, it could scatter in a way that makes it really difficult for them, the Lizards, to pick up. That's one of the ways, but not ideal.
Alright, so what you do, you clear the werewolf off with Bill and Frenzy, and keep scattering it until it lands in Martha Jones's hands.
If he does scatter it, that scatter does put it in range of the skink, I suppose.
Here comes a hit on the werewolf. That is a tackle hit with Mighty Blow.
So now we have a stunty. We have to do a stunty pass, I think.
Horny Soul is going down. Horny Soul is knocked out.
Now you just pray that he does not come back in the one chance that Horny Cricket gets to bring him back. If he stays out, that's such a huge win.
That's
You have to
massive.
make a dodge out from tackle.
You do,
This
but
is a big ask with no reroll.
I mean, I think the bigger ask is the stunty pass.
I meant the whole affair.
Oh yes,
Oh yeah, there are some dice required here.
yeah, but might as well. What else are you gonna do? One turn. You're on the last turn of this
3
half.
2 3 5 pass?
You could take the attrition blocks first, probably, because the score is really unlikely, and the attrition would help. So go for the blocks.
Frank
well.
is KO'd. Well, that was a great decision. Although he is
Yeah.
burning a lot of 6s and 5s here.
We still have a zombie hit with the Crocs.
I mean,
I
you still
would
have a
take
hit
it.
on the AV8.
Yeah, I
there
would
you go.
take the greed blocks 1,000,000% of the time here, because the skink play isn't likely to work.
Well,
Turnkenstein is having none of it. He's going nowhere.
this is not the way I expected the attrition balance to go. I will not lie.
The 5th Doctor burns a 1. Okay?
Yeah, these KO rolls are going to be massively crucial for both sides, really.
Remember, this could still be 2-0 at half-time.
We have a shot.
Relatively Rookie Skink, who's movement 7, into Rookie Skink, who needs a GFI to score. But
Plus is
Step
good.
one.
Nope.
Nope,
There we
failed.
he made a mess.
go. No armor rolls, though.
I was hoping that would be more exciting.
I really
1-0
wanted the
halftime.
skink to GFI down.
Yeah,
And actually, it's 1-0 half-time with the wizard gone.
that is true. But we are going into Miraskadu's half.
The KOs were not kind, though, to the Necro.
Well, we'll find out in a second.
Sorry, I skipped animations.
They were not.
The zombie only. That's really bad.
Both the golem and the ball carrying wolf no longer remain. The ball carrying wolf matters a little bit less considering it's defense now, and you'd rather have Hate My Hair, I think, over the ball carrying wolf for this half. But still, that's one less movement 8 player, one less player in general.
Horny Cricket, the double champion, looking for his 3rd title, is on the ropes here.
Yeah, 3rd title, and it'll be 2nd with his team, right? That hasn't happened.
Nope, that's never happened. It's 10 versus 10 for the second half.
Remember, Zinj, it's overtime, so really all he has to do is score once and then hope that he gets KOs back for overtime, as long as he doesn't take too much damage. Face Lion Bear. What happened in the first half? Some pretty good play, basically, on behalf of Miraskadu to pop the ball free and score on his opponent's drive, and then wizard play into preventing a score from Horney Cricket in 3 turns.
Yeah, Miraskadu is on top, you have to say.
Absolutely. Right now, game is in favor of Miraskadu, certainly. But we still have Hate My Hair is still around, and we're a couple lucky casseroles, I think, away from this game flipping on its head pretty quickly.
If he decides to start deleting players, it's a different ball game, isn't it?
Yep. There is only one skink out. We still have 3 available, and one of them is the ever-present Captain Jack Harkness II.
And thanks to the Necro bench, it is 10 on 10. So
co-hosts. We're more than co-hosts. We're the Mighty Wonder Twins, form of Blood Bowl casters.
Get out.
All right.
A blitz could make all the difference there.
If it's not a blitz, I know what I'd be hitting if I was Miraskadu.
Here comes that kick.
Enlighten me.
Very, very short kick.
Yeah. There's only one place that kick's going. It's about as short as it can get. Thanks, Jeff. Jeff's got it right. Wonder is spelled incorrectly, but, close enough.
You can't expect everything from Realm 9D coaches.
That's true.
If you're just joining us, it's a match that Miraskadu is really dominating, surprisingly. It's not going well for Horney Cricket so far, but he's 1-0 down off his own drive, but the wizard is gone. He is still in the game. But,
yeah, I feel like a lot of people's tips might be thrown out of whack from this one.
Well, we'll see. I mean, he has burned the Apo, like we said.
That's true.
If the werewolf turns on his killing game, this could very quickly swing.
We have Mickey Smith out with a badly hurt. We also have the TARDIS Apothecary used on Captain Jack Harkness.
And as long as Captain Jack Harkness really is on the field, things can go in unexpected directions, as we saw in the first half. Skinks doing skink things. Is Wonder the dating app for white bread?
Asking the important questions, aren't we?
That's pretty good.
And it's better than cockroach milk.
Let's not bring that up.
But it's on the meme checklist. How am I going to get bingo?
That's true. What's the free space? I think the free space is Skink Apo, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much at this point.
It was the memeiest meme that ever memed in Rebel. It's a good question.
Captain Jack has the ball, as he so often does.
Slight graphics weirdness on my end. I don't know if you guys saw that.
Yeah, we did.
Skink movement is always a little strange. Oh, there's a predictable bonehead.
You saw that coming, didn't you?
The Fifth Doctor is truly the MVP of this match.
I like when Kroxigor stand up and look like they're in 4 squares at once. That's the thing that happens sometimes.
They do get displaced from their square pretty often, and they are rather large.
We're just going to
time.
That zombie anyway. That'll do it. Wesley is down.
Crunch.
He's fine.
Wesley is not yet out.
I mean, that's actually kind of a good stun, considering that would have been the Crocs and a reasonable Saurus, like just on a zombie. With that zombie stunned, you have, next turn, Miraskadu has those players free unless we throw another zombie at it.
Saurus are pretty happy to be based up as long as they're in pairs. It's when they get isolated that the zombie on them is a problem.
It's more with the Crocs, I think. It's, you don't have the Crocs getting... Well, I suppose it doesn't matter as much because this is rookie Crocs. He doesn't have guard or anything that you can put in an annoying place.
Ken and I are going for the same low-hanging fruit.
So what are we going to target? We just need to start picking off players one at a time here, don't we?
I think you go for this exposed rookie Saurus. I mean, you don't have an easy way to get a good blitz on Nardole with the Frenzy. And you can even bring in this down zombie to assist, and that's what he's going for, it looks like.
Thank you for the 100 bits, Dave Mittens, in a show that you are very much part of.
Gotta throw it out there.
Here comes that. Hate my hair blitz. He's going all the way around the back.
I think
Make
we're
sure that we
going to see
don't
a
get frenzied.
foul here.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Ooh, fails the GFI in an overtime format. Can you afford to pro it?
Pro works.
Pro, best skill in game.
Well, there's a dirty player sat right there.
Claw being kind of anemic this game.
Piles on it.
That's a good one.
Very much rewarded for that.
Yeah, pile on without the armor break into an injury is pretty good.
In hindsight,
Turns out.
it was the right decision to pile on because it would have been a send-off if he fouled him.
There's
Yeah.
a 10 and and a 12.
That's how this works.
But that's not how dice work.
The
No,
dice
no.
are predetermined at the start of the game, and they're just in a big queue, and you pull them out one at a time, and they're always the same.
Yeah, they're on a ticker tape. Don't you get that prints out of your computer as soon as you start a game?
Yeah.
You look it up, you're like, oh, this is my 12th action. It's a 6.
Set seed 4.
I get those readouts. I print them out before the game. Problem is, I can't count.
Oh, see, it's the ogre in you.
Oh, Kroxigor's gonna go play with the jump up claw mighty blow sking. Or, werewolf rather.
Claw Mighty Blow Skink, that'd be impressive.
A force to be reckoned with, to be sure. Stunty and claw seems like a dangerous combo.
Double push on the stand firm white. Shake and kick. Good to see Gerber abusing his mod powers again. Unless that was a spoiler that Jeff had posted there, in which case...
No, it's
Right
just
on.
posting that dice do work like that. And Gerber bench. Stand firm, standing firm. White's not going anywhere.
I expect we're just gonna see Miraskadu maybe move up a couple of squares, cage up, and set
always-
up to really grind his way up the field.
It's always tricky, isn't it, being 1-0 up, and now it's suddenly your drive. You just don't
Yeah.
know whether to play quite as aggressively as you would have done.
I expect we're gonna see him move up this side with the Kroxigor.
Yeah, we've got it screened off a little bit, and the movement players are, pretty well dedicated at this point. There's only really a free ghoul who's capable of easily repositioning. White's too far. The White's pretty far off to the side, and zombies and flesh golems are slow. Totally irrelevant, but I wonder how the RNG does work in Blood Bowl. Like, how do they
Oh, it
generate
looks
the
like
dice?
he's playing it safe. He is
This
gonna run to
is
the back.
thing, isn't it? There's always that part of you that says, well, as long as he doesn't score, it doesn't matter if I don't score.
I say that so often.
But that mindset really does change how you approach things like this.
Oh, I would have been moving up. Get a good 2-0 going, and suddenly this is a very difficult game for Horney Cricket to come back in.
Two dice is good enough on the zombie.
I mean, I do need to wonder when I don't know what the answer is. Suppose I could look it up, but I'm not going to do it in the middle of a game. And the ball's really safe, and we've got a wall of lizards in front of it. So it looks like we're going for at least play safe and see if we can get a much safer opportunity to move forward. The scary part is with Hate My Hair on the field, there's always the chance that you suddenly start losing players, and then if you're only up one, your opponent's only one touchdown away from tying it, and then you go to overtime.
You're right, but Onan's also right in chat that the second werewolf being KO'd over here is making all the difference in this match. It's allowing Miraskadu to just play so much safer.
That's true, and I think I did point that out when we were going into the half. It's only it's removing another ball carrying threat. It's removing another movement 8 piece. You're sort of down to 2 players that are capable of keeping up with the skinks, and it becomes a lot easier to manage 2 players.
Oh, he's going to foul the wolf.
Here we go. Stomp him. Stomp him.
Hate My Hair is knocked
KO'd.
out.
Reward.
Dung.
No
Not even sent off.
Send off.
Yeah, well, now you just never score ever, because how are they going to get rid of the ball? And you can keep those wolves out for the rest of the game.
That could be that. Opted to go with the diving tackle as opposed to going with the rookie, but rewarded either way. But it's not GG as long as there's a strength 4 wrestle tackle girl on the field. That is the next thing we need rid of.
Just
Now
targeting the important players one at a
There's the
time.
ball pressure that you need.
I think he's gonna bring this ghoul around as well.
No, he's going to hit the skink
I'm
with
wrong.
that. 3 dice.
Bonk.
Tackle. Rory Williams the 4th. Going down.
But he's fine.
For now.
Horney Cricket without both werewolves. Trying to defend, trying to turn over. Needs a score. But Captain Jack Harkness has the ball.
Yeah, and that's the biggest thing you're scared of as the lizards, is those wolves. And with them out, you just play keep away with the skinks now, and you just let the clock run out.
Yeah, I mean, without the wolves, Necro are kind of just a worse pitch control team than the lizards. So this is a tough ask.
Kalisti and his steak mittens and Chidora here with me. In the old commentary box. And that is a stun on a zombie. The dreamy boy band of REBBL.
I don't know if you've ever seen me, but I don't think I would describe myself as dreamy.
But boy band is fine.
I'm pretty boy bandy if I'm honest with myself.
That's true.
I have a Herringzord-esque youthful visage.
Along with like flowing straight pencil straight hair that looks like it should be on like you've got like when it gets longer you get like the emo swoosh thing going on.
True. Not since high school, but those were dark times.
You do the shake the hair out of your eyes and look into the camera
You can
before
at least
starting
try
the
to
chorus.
pretend you're not in love with me, Ben. It's getting a little weird.
Eh,
You two okay?
good try.
Never okay, Harry.
Then we'd be lying. Yeah, I'm a teddy bear. It's fine.
Of course we're together. We're on the stream together.
Yeah, is that what you meant?
Yeah.
Oh, no, 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 no.
Dead.
Who was just saying zombies never get removed? Sometimes they get dead.
Diagnosis, dead.
Regen, failure.
We're not going to lose another one, are we? No. Gerblins is okay.
Platonic life mates.
Gerber just gets shoutier and shoutier as this goes on.
I like it. I don't know. I don't know what we're yelling about. I love lamp, etc.
Well, what do you do if you're Horney Cricket here?
Cry? A
Curl
lot?
up. Try not to cry. Cry a lot.
Yeah.
Bison, both wolves are in the KO box over here. And that really is the best place for them. There's also a flesh golem over there too, who, by the way, is so good he has like block, tackle, grab, and mighty blow, and guard, and things like that. But he's not on the field.
I mean, this is a team of zombies, a flesh golem, and 2 whites. It's real easy for the lizards to just, here you go, have a Saurus, and then the Necro can just never do anything ever again.
The ghoul is now in charge, and the ghoul, to be fair to it, is getting the job done.
Bonk. Steak and Shadora Rebels power couple.
What's our Benefer name? What's Bustin?
That doesn't work. I mean, you could just spell Justin with an E instead. I mean, the Cho'Gall name is Shawtens, but that doesn't really work either, does it?
No, not quite.
Steak Dora?
I wouldn't go into a restaurant and order a steak Dora.
No,
I don't like the
it's
sound of it.
a children's show meat product.
Shad Mittens isn't bad.
Justin Gerber.
What?
I don't even know.
I mean, my name is Justin, so he's right on that point at least.
Lots of votes for Steak Dora or Shad Mittens. Either
Space
way.
Lion seems to be a fan of Bustin. We have gone off the rails, it must be said.
I'm sorry to both Miraskadu and Horney Cricket if you guys watch this later.
I want to say, Miraskadu and Horney Cricket are playing out a hell of a Blood Bowl match here.
Yeah, they really are. And Miraskadu in the first half in particular was did a really good job.
This
But
is,
taking advantage of, I think, like, positional mistakes of getting pinched in the corner here.
this is
definitely.
extremely impressive.
He is going to advance with the ball. I like this. He's got most of the threats into the field looking for him, and he's going to run the other way. It's a smart move.
I'd like to point out you've cracked 100 viewers, which is pretty cool.
Well, we've got quite a crowd in tonight, and glad everyone's enjoying Rebel round of 16 playoff action.
More to come.
Quite a weekend ahead of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, playoff cast every day.
There's also a small plug for myself. A REBBL playoff match. The College League finals are taking place on Sunday.
It's true, at 3 p.m. EST, which means it's 7 p.m. UTC, so 1900 UTC. Casted by us. Surprise.
Me!
And
And the other one.
As we are not actually the Rebel power couple, we are the REBBL power couple, I suppose.
Whatever. Let people think what they want.
I can't let them lie,
Fozdog with the 9-month Twitch Prime resub. Cheers, mate. Much appreciated.
Chorus.
So we can screen this off reasonably, but that zombie currently has a hit. I guess you could cover him up with Amy Pond.
Bustin' Shad Mittens. That makes me feel weird. I don't like it.
Blitz on the zombie. Blitz finds a POW.
Oh, that deals with that threat.
Was it ever really a threat?
It was... no.
No.
Oh, Cake and Grad, did you sub? Did I miss that entirely? Well, Cake and Grad can just... Cake and Grad's awesome. There you go. He does a fantastic job over in REBBL. That is a very nice guy.
Listening to Cake and Grad play Blood Bowl is the greatest thing in the universe if you haven't heard it before. He just squeals at everything that goes his way. And squeals is the correct word.
Again, it makes me vaguely uncomfortable, though.
Have I seen that I can give subs special badges for the length of their sub? No.
Yeah, as of very recently, the Twitch affiliates can now give subs badges as well as Twitch partners could do. And they're also reducing the payout time, if that is a thing that matters to you. It's less days than it used to be before you can get your sweet, sweet Twitch money.
Yep. Yeah, like Jeff said, the pitch control questions are really easy to answer when you've got this much control as Lizards. Like I said, without the Wolves, Necro are just an inferior pitch control team.
Yeah, there's just no threats really on the field, is there?
No, there's the Whites, but it's really easy to control them with the Lizards, or the Saurus, really.
Cricket's just outnumbered, outgunned, out-touchdowned so far. And he needs to do something. Well, Captain Jack's going to be away.
Bonk onto a skink. Finds a knockdown.
Tackle mighty blow on a skink, but of course the skink is fine.
Skinks are invulnerable.
He has to go and base that ball.
He does, though. Little good it's going to do him.
Stand firm tackle could make a difference.
Where's
Knockdown
the
comes in.
Juggernaut piece?
Oh no, Hunt! Surely not!
The 6th Doctor time!
Surely the 5th Doctor has not just died on us right now.
Well, we're going to get a different regeneration and see a slightly different Doctor.
For Christ's sake.
Who's going to play the 6th Doctor? How old is this team, and how have they gone through 6 Kroxigors?
He lived for 13 turns.
Was he fresh for this game?
No, he had 2 SPP.
Oh.
He must have come in for the last game. I mean...
beautiful.
That was something.
That was something.
Random Flesh Golem both down. He is mighty blow his Turnkenstein. And he has taken the life of the 5th Doctor.
I wouldn't know anything about losing Kroxigors to random Flesh Golem blocks.
The Apo was already gone on Captain Jack Harkness.
No, my Kroxigor was AV busted by a rookie, or not a rookie, but block Flesh Golem.
I thought it was the zombie, or is it one of the Saurus that died?
The zombie got one of my swords.
It was around the 64 that the 4th Doctor was killed by a Slibbly Fell. Speaking of fouls.
Yeah, might as well.
Give him a kick.
Gets the run up.
That's a knockout.
Ding.
No send
This
off
ref
either.
really likes fouls, yeah.
We are losing many, many Doctors.
Yep, both injury boxes are looking
5
pretty full.
so
Most
far.
of the KOs, but
The interesting thing is when I do hype videos, I normally like to produce sort of positive results or positive clips from the team in question, but Miraskadu is basically just killing off Kroxigors like they're going out of fashion here.
are we gonna see another Squiggy-esque tape from him?
I mean, he needs to win the game first, but he's on the verge of a hype video. I don't actually know if I've done a Lizard video yet.
I don't think so. I don't remember one, and I've watched most of them several times.
Lizards are very good at getting to the last 16, not so good at getting to the last 8. Miraskadu could be about to change that.
So how do you deal with this white, though? I don't think there's anywhere you can get that's safe, even if the white is marked up.
It's the ghoul that's the problem.
Or a ghoul, sorry, that's what I actually meant.
It's like the white's pretty knocked down, surrounded by lizards. I don't know what you're talking about there.
I could have meant Shake and Cake in my defense, but yes, I actually meant Grandpappy Z.
Oh, nice.
Grandpappy Z, if we're being Canadian.
Well, Captain Jack is not in range to score, which is our issue right now.
It always makes things weird sometimes, you know, Canadian Z.
Wesley.
Z boy just doesn't sound the same.
Wesley is knocked out.
Losing players on both sides. All knockouts for the Necro, but I mean, knockouts is basically as good as dead at this point.
Which Tacklesaurus are we suggesting that we basically go with? Because I don't see how we do it.
Easy, 6+ dodge. Well, it's not a 6+ dodge because of breaking tackle, I suppose.
Captain could just retreat.
He could. There's no need for him really to score, and the backfield is incredibly safe right now. You could lose the ball by moving forward. You'll never lose it by going backwards.
Just double GFI and put yourself in the corner. It's fine.
No one puts Captain Jack Harkness the second.
Well, he's sidestep. You could just like put him on the sidelines.
He
if you really want
goes
to.
slightly back. It doesn't feel like it screams, "Hi, I am safe from a ghoul with wrestle, tackle, and strength 4."
I think we're going to see this break Tacklesaurus dodge out in the other corner of the screen. I certainly hope.
Change anything. In fact, that makes it easier.
Oh, he's bringing the skink in, and then maybe he'll dodge this guy out.
Well, he might just
There we
hit.
go.
You can hit the white.
It's true. He does have a good 2-die with Mighty Blow on a white.
And is exactly what he gets.
Bonk. Six plus cage dive, I believe.
Well, we're at the stage where Horney Cricket needs a 6+ cage dive. Because he is running out of time.
That was a 5+ dodge even without the...
Well, he did have break tackle, but, you know, when you roll a 5, might as well take advantage of it.
Didn't need the break tackle even.
Saurus are excellent at dodging, we all know this.
But only when they have break tackle. That way they just don't use it to make you feel bad about taking break tackle. Well, the Lizards technically aren't in scoring range, but that doesn't really matter because they're up 1-0 and this is playoffs. So I think as Horny Cricket now is the time to do a stupid thing because, you know, if you fail the stupid thing and your opponent scores, who cares? You're going to have lost anyway. But I think you really need to score now, or at least attempt to score soon, if you want to tie this up and send it to overtime.
The big problem is, even if that ghoul chucks a 6, gets it in that cage, chucks a double pow, or whatever he needs to bring the ball down, who picks it up?
Nope, the white after weird dodges? I mean, let's just hope for 106s. It's fine.
Doesn't even need double pow. If he dodges out this white, he can and does a GFI. He gets a 2-die? Yes, a 2-die. But yeah, you're right. I mean, the recovery options are basically non-existent.
Say again, Miraskadu has really deserved the win here if he gets it.
Yeah, really smart play in the first half. Really taking advantage of an opponent's positional mistake and applying enough pressure to force him to make another.
Yeah, he's done really well. Very difficult to fault Miraskadu for this play.
Some good lizarding.
The flesh golem is our primary scoring threat, and the ghoul
Do it!
Now,
I was just going for the corner.
takes a 3 dice on Rory Williams the 4th. We're not going crazy just yet, but we do have a wrestle tackle mark on the ball. However, we cannot hurt a skink still.
the skinks have been surprisingly resilient, except for the 2 hits the best skinks in the game hit. Correct.
Now we have 2 lots of pressure on the ball.
4+ zombie dodge into stomping on the skink. Do it. Unassisted foul.
Probably make him dead, to be honest.
Yeah,
I wouldn't hate dodging the zombie to at least put him in front of Captain Jack. The zombie's not doing anything where he is right now.
No, I mean, I would try the zombie dodge. I don't know if I would try the foul,
No,
honestly.
I'd put him behind Captain Jack Harkness.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you can find a removal on the foul, it removes that chain push option that currently exists.
It's true. It's a big ask, but I guess at this point you're kind of banking on big asks. So
Yeah, it's a pretty easy chain push, to be fair. We just have to block off one of the zombies, put
Ooh,
someone
it does a
below the ghoul.
1-die instead.
Oh,
and
skulls
double
it
skulls
twice.
it.
Oh,
Double
man.
skulls. Yeah, we can just chain push the ghoul, or the white and the ghoul, sort of off the ball.
Well, the white is stand firm.
Oh, right.
Where's the Juggernaut piece? He's a little
I
tied
mean,
up, but he
we
does a
could
great
literally just knock the white over. That is an option that exists.
Yeah, well, the ghoul is tackle, but it's a 2+ dodge, so, and you have 3 rerolls.
Oh, it's
Oh.
an injury on Gerblintz.
tackle. It is a regen, but
That's
Good as dead.
yeah, it's too little, too late now, really, isn't it? This is the issue. All of these wolves in the KO box here.
Yep.
Cricket
I mean,
just doesn't have a team to work with.
it's pretty easy to just block both whites off here and then blitz the ghoul and call it a day.
Yep.
And you could even run forward to score if you get a bunch of knockdowns here.
Yeah, if you knock down most of the players, it's not going to catch up to you.
Another armor break comes in on Talcum the Fourth.
I was gonna say it was Mighty Blow on armor 8, but that was a 12 on armor, so a 12 into a 2.
And there is that knockdown on the stand firm.
Bonk.
And that's another armor break into a stun.
Yeah, we are a ghoul knockdown into being like incredibly safe.
Well, the issue really is that Horney Cricket needs a scoring threat next turn, and there's only one flesh golem who can be that threat. Other than the ghoul grabbing the ball itself. And it's about to be knocked over.
Ideally, it's not a knockdown, but it does push him
It's
off
good
the ball.
And
Because
he's gonna
Captain
sandwich
Jack
him.
can probably run out of range right now.
Yep, absolutely. Especially with the stuns on those whites, Captain Jack can get completely out of range with GFIs.
And that is a very stuck ghoul.
Miraskadu is on the verge of a place in the last 8.
He'd have to do a dodge if he wanted to get completely out of range. So he's not completely out of range this way, but I mean, everybody's tied up and he's sidestepped, but he'll be fine.
Fozdog coming in with 5,000 bits.
Wow.
Have yourself top place on the leaderboard with that.
Not competing with that one.
Massive bits. Clearly. Huge Lizard fan. Or at least a
Fozdog's
Doctor Who fan.
Has got some big bits.
Can anything stop Captain Jack Harkness right now?
The biggest bits.
Well, the ghoul can do it.
Like, technically.
I say can, I didn't say will. But it has to happen this turn, and even then, he can't be the scoring threat.
Dodge the flesh golem. Weird dodges with the ghoul into powing the skink. Pass to flesh golem?
I believe.
I mean, realistically, you need the flesh golem scoring threat first, right?
Yeah, and if you have to dodge him too, because you want to use the blitz on the skink.
Well, this hasn't
Nope.
worked.
Point. Well, you've got 3 rerolls in 2 turns, then
Let's have another go.
Nope.
That is that. Necronomics are out.
Yeah. It looks like we're going to have Miraskadu moving on into the hype video round. Lizards.
A Doctor Who theme, eh? Wonder what idea I can come up with for that.
there must be metal covers of Doctor Who.
I'm sure I can think of something. Captain Jack Harkness is going to run this in.
Do you do the GFIs for style?
Oh, no, he's not, apparently.
Do it.
I think he miscalculated. Come on, GFI for style.
Double one into dead. Go on.
I mean, the other thing you could just accept is that your opponent isn't scoring,
Yeah, that's what
and
he's
you
doing.
could give him the one-turn shot to hurt your players or whatever. Like the Wolves would come back, and they have at least a claw blitz on your guys. And since this is playoffs, you need to go into the next match as healthy as possible. Winning 1-0 is as good as winning 2-0, and this way you stop the extra wolf.
Double
hits.
skulls into double powers.
Yeah, it's fair metal. There's no reason to score. You're just giving yourself up to potential damage.
That's what I just said.
But then you won't get a legend skink, and Captain Jack Harkness clearly deserves to be legend.
I said it, and then you're just like, yeah, Metal's right, like in a really thinking way, even though I just spent like 30 seconds talking about it.
Sometimes when you talk, Ben, you know what, never mind.
Down goes Turkenstein. He's armor value 8. This is mighty blow. That could hurt.
We'll find out once we decide what's happening with Stand Firm, etc.
Hey,
He's fine.
it stung a little bit, but on the whole, okay. But considerably more okay than Horney Cricket will be feeling right now. He's out. And there's nothing he can do about it. No one can reach that ball carrier.
I imagine some GGs are being exchanged. And we don't know who the winner is playing yet because the other game hasn't happened yet, but it'll be the winner of Steve and Gudenik will be the person who is playing Miraskadu in the next round.
Indeed, well, I'm casting that game on Sunday.
So we'll find out then.
Indeed.
Tune in.
I think we're going to see Cricket try to take out one of these Soras. One for the road, you might say.
Going for Rose Tyler, looks like.
Pow comes in on the blodge. Mighty blow, break tackle, guard Saurus.
I want to see it dead.
Alas, we already have one dead. But all of the Doctor's little minions and friends seem to survive at his expense.
Doctor tax? Kroxigor tax? Whatever.
Doctor Tax.
Good MVPs on both sides, Captain Jack Harkness and Grandpappy ZZ.
TARDIS are through to the round of 8.
Sure are.
And that is that for Necronomics, and REL loses another one.
Another one bites the dust.
Indeed. Where after, of course, we can reveal, obviously, we know Gerber's through. That game happened days ago. So REL, down to just 4 teams remaining. The Big O have 4. G-Man have 6.
Yeah, we have, who do we have for Rel? We have Agrain, Regnan, Larkstar, and,
Fiction.
right, Fiction. Couldn't find it.
Larkstar, of course, who doesn't actually really want to be here.
yet keeps going.
Yeah, hates his team but can't stop winning.
The Big O boys are giving it plenty. But we've been here before.
Is this Big O's year?
Yeah, well, we've been here before, haven't we?
Yeah, that's true.
When the pressure ramps up, we'll see if they can hack it. Anyway, that is going to be that for this one. So, well, God, I've got a list as long as my arm of people to thank. So I'll start with the Wonder Twins.
Oh, thanks for having us, sir.
Yeah, that's you guys. That's you guys.
I
Yeah,
don't respond to cues very well, evidently.
No, as my streams would point out, so many times. And this has been Shidora. Crickets.
So I owe many thanks. I'm going to start with Fozdogs, who's thrown not only 5,000 bits, but also a sub as well. So cheers, Fozdog. Much appreciated. Fozdog's a mate of mine from real life, who's done me a big old favour there. Shidora, resub. There's a second thanks for you. Singe, with a tier 2 subscription, helped himself to the troll. Face palming itself. And then Steak Mittens dropped some bits, and Shidora dropped some bits, and Cthulhu Collector dropped some bits, and Purple Saber resubbed, and Drace dropped some bits as well. By some bits, I mean 1 bit, but every little helps. Very much appreciated, whether it's 1 or 5,000.
Those are both numbers.
Those are both numbers. There's some more bits. So, Iron Adept, thank you very much for that. It's 69 for the nice cast and fun bit amount. So yeah, TARDIS are going through. Necronomics are going home, I suppose. It'd be the right way to describe that. And that means that, well, when's the next game?
No, that means no repeat chance too, right? Everybody who is left in the playoffs has not won before, so we're guaranteed a new champion.
Yeah, That noise
If you
was
meant the
face
next playoff
palming.
game.
Because you know what it means, don't you? I'm pretty sure that now means that it's 8 brand new hype videos.
You thought you could
Yep.
save yourself a bit of work.
You did this
Christ's
to
sake.
yourself.
Every bloody season.
Eventually, you'll have made a hype video for every team in Rebel, and then you'll have to make none ever again.
Like, at some point, someone will just make it to the quarterfinals twice. And I'll be like, yeah, great. Yeah, Sage lost. Sage is out. So, that's the thing. I'm just looking now. Is there anyone who can make it who's been there before? No.
Nope.
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 Nope, they're all brand new. Well, good job I've got a week off work. He says.
Good luck.
Thumbs up. Just what I wanted. My co-hosts have been Steak Mittens and Shadora. Go and give Steak Mittens and Shadora a follow. Shadora, do you stream yourself, or are you just a
I just
co-caster?
piggyback shamelessly off of Steak.
Okay, well, Steak Mittens, definitely give him a follow. Because College League final is coming up over the weekend. And he's casting games as well. The next game is in 1.25 hours on Superfed TV's channel. And that is between... Is it between... Is it Fiction's game? No, it's Larkstar and Jamis. Hey, look, more Big O. More Big O. So it's the right way to go, taking on cold-blooded X's. G-Man have no say in this one. It's REL versus Big O. One of them is going to be down to 3 teams. It'll either be the Big O going down to 3 left, or it'll be REL going down to 3 left. So there you go.
Exciting stuff.
Indeed. Cheers for tuning in, everyone. Congratulations to Miraskadu. Commiserations to Horney Cricket. I will leave you with the round of 16 hype video. Here it is. Enjoy. Half the matches. Twice the pain.
Oh! There goes the king.
The round of 32 was brutal. But it's not going to stop.
Oh, that's a dead tree. Natalia, the pole dancer, is dead.
6 from REL, 6 from G-Man, 4 from the Big O. But only 8 will get a hype video.
I mean, he has 5 songs. Now he has 4 songs.
No, there's the stubble skulls and the push. Oh, he's...
Oh, no, you
no, what are you
idiot!
going to do?
Ball up high. There he goes. And he won a 90!
Oh, strike me down with it. He's injured.
Oh, double skull! No!
That's not how you do it!
What the hell is going on?